Sunday going. Good evening, good afternoon, good night from wherever you're watching from. So we're live today. Hello. We are live. So I know I've been talking about Lusaka, but yeah, to me, visiting. We're getting online. We are actually online, but we just want to be sure we have some number of people watching us. And I think when people join the channel, it will be much better. Just want to set up so that I can read your messages. I think that should be good enough for me. If I can read your messages as well, because this is a live. So we got people watching. So we're going to start with our first question. I think it's going to. Okay, so let's see the questions which are there. All right. The first question that I see it coming is like let's give this video like. So the first question is coming from CSO, and the question is saying, I wanted to be sure I can read the question. The question is saying that Lusaka, now what makes Lusaka a unique destination to visit? So what really makes Lusaka to be a unique place to visit? Generally, Zambian people, Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia. That's one thing that you need to know. And in general, it offers the natural beauty. So to me, Zambia serves as a country's economic and cultural hub, which is boosting the rich tapestry and the history of Zambia. So it is unique with culture, especially if you interact with the locals and the people. They will tell you more about Zambian people. Their food is amazing, and they have beautiful people. Their people are so welcoming. I think from the bustling markets and the vibrant city streets of Zambia, the serene parks and the gardens around Zambia, it helps you, it actually provides a diverse array of experience that showcase the warmth and the hospitality in the people around Zambia. To me, that's why I really see Zambia being one of the most fascinating. My first impression, literally, when I met the first lady from the hotel, there's a video which I'm actually premiering it. When I boarded the flight to Zambia, and I went straight to my hotel room. And of course, I didn't spend many days in Zambia, but one of the beauties is that I have loved the people, the beautiful, their food, much as the city is not having too many motorcycles like in Uganda, which is the chaotic city sometimes, because the border makes everything a little bit funny, because sometimes that's something unique and it's worth visiting. So to me, my honest opinion is that if you're planning to go to Zambia and you really want to focus on enjoying the beautiful tapestry, the people, the food, then I think you should consider yeah, visiting Zambia. So that is really my how I would answer. But in summary, what makes Zambia unique is basically its natural beauty, the people, and it also serves as economic and a cultural hub because it has a lot of rich history, the culture, traditions, and then the bustling market vibrant street lights in the serene parks and gardens within Lusaka city. And of course, to the visitors, they get a diverse array of experiences that showcase basically the warmth and the hospitality that any visitor would really love. Then I think that is one other thing. Maybe we would have to check in the comment section and see if there are other questions, and then we'll respond to it. So I know CSO has been very supportive. So please throw the loves, throw the loves. Okay. What are some of the most visited attraction sites in Lusaka? To be honest, I haven't moved much, but you know, when you visit any country, you need to do some bit of research. And one of the research that I can, okay, it's basically you need to gather some information. You could visit like the Lusaka National Museum, where you can explore the Zambian history and the rich cultural history. Then also, you would also look at the fascinating exhibits and the artifacts that surrounds Lusaka as a city. And then also when you try to look at it so much more, is that for the love of nature is Munda Wanga would be another environmental park that you reach with elephant nurseries that gives you an opportunity to observe the wildlife. Because when you visit a country, basically you need to also look at the environment of the parks around which the wildlife and also those conservation areas. They give you the different picture and the different view that I think it's also another important thing when you want to literally look at it when you visit Zambia. Then also, there's a bustling market called Kamwala Market and the Soweto Market that offers a glimpse of into everyday life of every citizen in Lusaka. You could experience and get some the souvenirs and the local crafts, which is a very good thing for the tourists when they travel. You can hang them in your houses. So I think literally that makes you visit Zambia. What I can confidently say is that Zambia is a must visit attraction site. And I think some of the must visit attraction sites in Zambia, Lusaka, the Kamwala market and the Soweto market that offers a glimpse of everyday life of every person who lives in Lusaka city and then gives you the chance to get some souvenirs and local crafts. Then also we have to look at probably if CS can give us one more question or two or three, then we can see. So CS is our member. Please don't forget, you could also get a subscription and join to be a member. So Lusaka boasts, what did you say? You're basically saying, how is the food scene in Lusaka? Wow, the food scene in Lusaka. Basically, the culinary scene reflects the Zambian multicultural heritage. Visitors from anywhere can indulge in the traditional Zambian dishes such as the Nishima, a staple food from maize. It's called Nishima, a staple food from maize meal, which is grilled meat, and also it's a very popular dish. In Kenya, people call it ugali. In Uganda, people call it kawunga or posho, mainly kawunga. So I think there's also some other multi-international cuisines, including like the Indian, the Chinese, Italians, and the Lebanese. These catering services caters across, and of course, when you look at even whether you want to dine with the local Italy's, the local restaurants around and markets that you could, but there are several cuisines that you could try the Indian, the Chinese, the Italian. Yeah, this gives you a different warmth of hospitality, which is actually filled with joy and so many other stuff that yeah, that people really, really do. Yeah. So that makes Zambia a very nice place. And of course, who doesn't love food? Food is one actually very, very important in our everyday life. And if you want to be healthier, so it's very important to focus much on balancing what should be your normal diet, what should be your focus literally in the diet that you eat every day. Yeah, I think that should be one of the most important things that you should focus on when you travel. The food, the people, but also, CSO is asking us one more question here that what is the best way to get around Lusaka? Of course, when someone asks you what is the best way to get around Lusaka, I think it's in terms of the transport. How are you going to move around? But of course, getting around the city involves use of taxis, the Ubers. I don't know how best, but of course, those are taxis and the rides that are hailing services that are commonly used that helps you navigate within the city center and also reaching specific destinations. So it's also important that you can navigate some of these places using something called the combis or the minibuses that operates designated routes that you can use it to follow and provides you with affordable means of movement that, but of course the combis, which are the minibuses that move through designated routes, they really provide that opportunity for every visitor who visits Zambia. And then also another thing is that for those looking to explore their own pace, so it's better you go for rental car services that are available, that are essential, that can help you move through places that are not designated. And of course, it is very essential with some regulations and road conditions that you might have to put it in mind that some of those cars may not be very good, but it's essential to consider looking for those good vehicles, those rental vehicles that you would want to go for, and they should be in good condition so that you could have the best experience in Zambia. But all I can say is that to me, this journey that I have embarked on to experience the vibrant city of Lusaka or discovering Lusaka generally is that Lusaka is basically a rich country in terms of the hospitality of the Zambian's capital city. The security, yeah, the security is good. Of course, if you go to five-star hotels, definitely you would have best moments. And of course, the beauty is that when you arrive at the bustling Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, as you make your way into the heart of Lusaka, you begin to experience the real Africa. Most of these countries are similar in terms of the roads, yeah, but in terms of development, I think since Zambia is actually near, it's bordering the neighboring countries like Zimbabwe, but it's not having too much charm compared to, yeah, the jam in Lusaka is not so much intense like where I've been in Kampala, where you experience the worst jam because sometimes at peak hours the jam are really high. So, but when you explore Zambia, but it's also good to look at the cultural tapestry, which people connect with the local artists, the musicians, like people love telling stories, and then the contemporary um, art exhibitions that are there so that you could also get some crafts for yourself. But I feel that is the best way you could also try to laugh, learn, celebrate, and also try to forge bonds that transcends the language and the borders between you and the people so that you can easily connect with them. And I think if you want to have a reflection of your journey before you take a farewell of maybe Zambia is that you need to draw closer and then have some of those memories forever, maybe meet people, yeah, so that you have the better view. But me, to be honest, just a second. So sometimes you might be forced to reach a point where you want to visit Zambia almost on a daily. I don't think it's possible, but all I know is that sometimes as a traveler, you may not visit Zambia every day. Of course, it may not. Okay, the captivating beauty of Zambia, the rich cultural heritage, can probably force you to visit Zambia every day. But all I know is that once you get immersed, you immerse yourself in the vibrant rhythms or the breathtaking landscapes of Zambia, you would end up really loving Zambia and would always wish or love to stay in Zambia forever because of how the people are and basically the enchanting country, something that excites you, that makes you have the sense of belonging. It's also something that is really okay that made my remarkable stay in Zambia. But of course, as we do some of this life, is that many times there's, there are those things that always you do in life, but if you get an opportunity, you would visit the river Zambezi, the Zambezi River, where you would experience some delicious local cuisines, because those are the things that attracts people to literally go or visit any country. And in most cases, is that the Zambezi River borders Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique. Actually, it borders four countries. I'm not sure whether then Namibia also. Yeah, so you get to visit all those four countries at the famous Victoria Falls. That is where the bridge that connects all those four countries are. So when you literally get to the majestic Victoria Falls, the bustling local markets, so definitely you have some new exciting discover. Okay, you get some nice exciting discoveries that are admirable, like the wildlife habitats. So Then also you could also experience the different shocking tranquility of the Zambezi River that never fails to leave a lasting impressions. And my heart and soul will always be full of that Zambezi River. But of course, it's an adventure and it deepens the appreciations of wonders and it gives you uh, the remarkable joy and destination as you move. So I know guys, you guys have not been joining this live. Oh, we still have other people who have just joined, but yeah, please let's like the video. Let's give this video a like. Let's push it, and let's make sure that we hit 40K, actually 100K. Let's first get to the 50K, then we will be able to get to the 100K, the goal. Yeah, so I believe that should be much okay. Okay, see. Okay, guys, okay. So, peace out.